we got a more high volume foam fabrication with our first heat seal machine. Now we were able to acquire another one very quickly, and this one's got a little more capacity and throughput. It's got a different Teflon platen. It's a little larger size. It uses higher temperature, so we can use it for different types of foam. And I think Hector here is really thinking, about the plant and the products that we have. And it's really amazing what we're able to get out of this plant now between high volume and low volume products, large customers, small customers. And it's all about trying to put in the right investments in processes and tools and machinery and people and training to be able to get things out as quickly as possible. What do you say? What's your approach in terms of managing production, what we're trying to do?
It's focused on fast turnarounds and having the product right at the time that we need it. There's a lot of foam components going into other kinds of products in our factory, and we want to make sure that we treat other departments as customers as well, so they're receiving all that they need at the time they need it.
How would you say, how's that affected our lead times? We've really increased what's going through the plant right now. Are we still having short lead times and getting things?
Yeah, our lead times are the same, and we're currently 99% on time. That's something that we're proud of, and implementing and bringing in new equipment. That's what keeps our lead times that short.
My role is running the company. I'm looking at the financials, I'm looking at strategy, I'm looking at making sure we're making the right investments, and I come down here, it's just amazing what you and your team are able to accomplish. How do we do it all?
Oh, even though you say that, it is, you guiding us to,
That wasn't like fishing for a compliment or anything.
No, but it is you just guiding us through, the right culture. Of course, focusing on throughput, lean, getting all these procedures, down to the best, times that we can do the parts on.
I think it's interesting, Hector, that you talk about the other thing that we've invested is, a lot of these tools require much less effort in terms of setup. We can change dies quickly, we can change over from one job to another, we can run things through much faster than before, and everything seems to run a lot more fluidly to have all the parts that we need at the place of manufacture when we need it, right?
Yeah, it's focusing on getting setup reductions and having some of the equipment where we can do the die change quickly.
We're really focusing the plant, like Hector was saying, part of the culture, but letting the machine go at the machine speed and making sure that we're doing the manual work and that kind of thing outside of the machine, then the machine can run its cycle, and everything can be repeatable because we've got the fixtures and jigs. And a lot of what we do is, since it's so custom, it's a manual process. You can't automate a lot of it with robotics. You don't really know what's going on, but we're able to automate where we can and just keep things where it's flowing very smoothly.